Happy Friday. How are you? Are you ready for the weekend? Let's wrap it up in style. Give you a couple ideas today. A little lighter on a Friday, maybe something to think about through the weekend. And maybe you're binging me on a Saturday or a Sunday. People do that sometimes. I get emails more often than you think about people say, Scott, I went out for a 100-mile bicycle ride over the weekend and listened to you the whole way. I'm thinking, my God, how did you do that? Well, so no, I've been writing a long time. I said, how'd you listen to me the whole time? Thank you, but wow. All right, so today, the anticipation engine. I think this one of the most powerful tools you have to be happy. I talk about it all the time. I drive most of my clients in this direction. I just believe it's automatic. So we'll talk about today how to unleash your full potential with anticipation. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day, because we need that. We need that. We need that positive boost. I got a positive boost the other day. I was watching America's Got Talent. I was behind, and nobody told me who won. I got a positive boost when I saw the dog won. Hurricane the dog. It was awesome. Finally, a dog wins America's Got Talent. Wasn't that awesome or what? I digress. How are you? My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Thanks for putting up the last couple of weeks as we've gotten used to this YouTube thing a bit by bit. It's working the way I said it would work. Push 2 buttons and be done with the show. That was it. It's awesome the way it worked. It took a month to get there, but sometimes you got to work really hard to get things that you want to work the way you want them to work, don't you? Anyway, thanks for your patience on that. I do appreciate it. So on Fridays, first thing I need to tell you is remind you of is to get my brand new email, Scott Logic. It's coming out here, I think on Monday we start this Scott Logic daily email. Just go to motivationtomove.com and sign up for it. I think you'll like it. But on Fridays, the biggest mission of the day is to remind you how do you want to feel. Oh, by the way, I had this great conversation with a brand new client. She's just started yesterday. And she was telling me about this party thing that she does. She plans parties. I won't say her name because that would embarrass her. But she said, you know what, Scott? I do the party thing, and I sit down and say, how do I want to feel, and how do I want my guests to feel? And then I go make it happen. And then afterwards, I write down how I felt about it. What a great exercise. And that's essentially what this is. At some point today, maybe right after this program, look at the day or look at something you have to do today, a meeting you're going to, maybe the weekend is coming up, and how do you want to feel on the weekend? Relaxed, chill, upbeat, happy? What is it? What do you want to feel like? And maybe getting together with some friends on Saturday night. How do you want to make them feel? What could you do to make their experience so it's just a great reason to come out and want to be out again? I know it sounds really simple. A lot of what I talk about here is simple, and we have to, I think most of what we do is we remind you continuously every single day, never ever stopping, never relenting, to make sure you know it's all about the experience in the life. That's all we have. That's it. So do your homework today, Friday. How do you want to feel? That's it. So I saw a concert this week. I talked about it. I think it was 8 months ago. I bought tickets to it. Chicago, the band Chicago. And at the time, I'd booked about 8 different concerts. I was into concerts this year. I'm just seeing all kinds of cool people. I wanted to go to Chicago because my late brother introduced me to the band. He was 4 years older than I was, and he had Chicago albums. I wanted to go and see that. And I tell you what, I just followed it forever. I kept looking to make sure they're still sold out. Isn't that weird? I checked that they're sold out. I checked to see if they're sold. My wife's like, what are you doing? They're sold out. They're still, I said, yes, I want to make sure they stay sold out. I'm just having fun with it. That's all. But the point is this, a band that's been around 56 years and does a great show and put on a great party that evening. It was fun. But that was okay, because when I got to it, it was like, okay, is it over? Can we leave now? That's right. It's weird, right? And we did. We got out right 30 seconds before the end of the last song because, parking lot and stuff. But like any good goal, any good dream, most of the fun you're going to have is in the dream, isn't it? That's how it works. Yes, I enjoyed the moment while I was there. I smiled the whole time. But still, it wasn't as much fun as deciding to do it and getting the ticket and making sure I had the right seats and everything else. So kids do that. Kids kind of live in the moment all the time. You notice that? They're like, what are you doing? I'm having fun. What are you doing? Next. Oh, no. I'll have fun. Kids just do that. I want you to act like a kid again. That's what I was doing last night. In fact, I had a fun time because when I saw the concert, I turned to a gentleman behind me. He had said to me, he said, first band I ever saw. And I said, really? Where'd you see him? He said, Capitol Center, Washington, D.C. with the Beach Boys. I said, well, I knew I recognized you. I happened to have been at that show. That was a payoff for doing this. The band was great. The songs were great. It wasn't that. It was that interaction, that experience that I had. Really cool stuff. And to catch that experience and to journal it my own way by sharing it with you. Ever since you were young, special events excited you. Sheer anticipation would just get you going. Maybe it's today. You're still getting that. As an adult, we have anticipation in the negative side, don't we? Called worry. That happens a lot. We spend our life doing that all the time. Oh, man, I don't want to do this. It's going to happen again. Oh, man. I had some negative anticipation toward my tax bill when I had to pay it this year. It arrived and I was right. So I'm going to get some positive anticipation to make it better next year. Okay, so here's the trick. Harnessing the power of anticipation. Basically, here's what you do. I want you to think of like a bunch of Christmas mornings or whatever you celebrate for the next year. And I want you to just list them out. Find some things that get you excited that you want to do and just go after them. What's going to happen is time is going to be more fun for you. It's going to be more interesting for you. I call this the anticipation engine. You fire it up, pour some fuel on it. So today, when the show's done, I want you to go list out, maybe now to the end of the year, even in the next spring. I just booked my Alaska trip, on the motorcycle adventure I'll be taking next August in Alaska. I just booked that. That's really the furthest thing I have out right now. Actually, there's a Las Vegas trip about 6 months after that. So I'm starting to book a few things out again now, things I really want to do. And bam, I'm fired up. I got to go buy a new motorcycle. My wife says, they're giving you a motorcycle. You don't have to buy a new motorcycle. I said, well, I got to buy one to practice on. She goes, you can rent one to practice on. I'm going to buy a helmet instead. I'll get away with that. It's amazing what happens when something gets you excited. I would bet you right now that there's an excitement living down within you someplace. Can you feel it in there? I bet it's there. And maybe you're not brave enough. You don't have the courage to step into it. I give you permission right now to step into that. To let that get you excited. Can't get excited, Scott. I got kids. Can't get excited, Scott. I got a job. Can't get excited, Scott. I got to pay my bills. You better get excited. Isn't that why you're here today? To feel good, to feel excited, to feel like life means something, you're heading in a certain direction, that you're going to reach your goals, or at least become the person you're meant to be. Is that why you showed up today? Hell yeah, it is. So I showed up today, and so I got out of bed today. I got a short day today. You're it. You're my only appointment today. I came in for you. That's it. I came in, I recorded a podcast, put a shirt on, I combed my hair, I did everything for you today. I got stuff I'm anticipating beyond this, and I was very much anticipating being here with you today. That kept me up all night. Well, half the night. I get excited. I still get very excited about what I do. I still have not got to the show yet, so well, there's two things I need to get to real fast. We're just going on with some cool stuff today. Your energy that you have today, that upbeat, fun, that kind of energy, it happens because you get excited. That's where it comes from. Number two, once the event passes, your excitement will disappear. Like I said, I slipped out 30 seconds before the end because it was 25 for 64. Chicago always ends with 25 for 64. I know the ending of the song. I'm a former DJ. And I also know I can run faster than all the old people in the crowd. I can get to my car in the parking lot faster than they can. And I did. It's going to run out. Because that thing that fired you up, when you finally achieve that goal, it's going to leave a void for you. That's why you need to stack them, have some more, have something to go to. So that's what I would advise you really to do today if I could work with you a little bit. I would sit down and say, so what's exciting? What's coming up? What are you doing? What makes you smile? What makes you fearful? What's the next thing you're going to do? A concert you're going to see, airplane you're going to fly, trip you're going to take, something you're going to learn. What's it going to be? In any case, fire up that anticipation engine. Get it down burning inside you and never, ever, ever let it run out of fuel. The minute it runs out of fuel, I don't know, you're not happy, I guess. Why did I pause? Because I was thinking that I live in an area with a lot of retirees. I refuse to participate in that lifestyle. But still, the fire's gone out because they have nothing to anticipate. But I see it happen in people that are 20 and 30 or 40 years old. Find something, okay? All right. Start with my new daily email. Go to motivationtomove.com, all spelled out, and get Scott Logic. It's free. You're going to like it. And also, see me at Facebook. Just come to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. I am there often. If you will tag me, I will check you out there. We have some such cool people. I mean, it's really neat conversations. People supporting each other. Very, very... It's not a busy group. It's not going to blow your feet up or anything, but you're going to like what you see. I promise you that. It's really good stuff there. In the meantime, I want you to get out there, fire up that anticipation engine. If you don't do it today, do it over the weekend. Do some dreaming, do some hustling, and have a little bit of fun, okay? I'm going to see you Monday right here on the Daily Boost.